sports investors. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. It's about 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely, wet and rainy, a little bit of snow drizzle in the beautiful Queen City, aka the Republic of Cincinnati. All right, um, but nonetheless, we got action for you. Okay, but before I start, um, don't forget, please like, subscribe, share, leave comments on this channel. All right, share the program, please. All right. Um, yeah, I told you last Friday we're gonna take the holiday weekend off, and we'll be back today on Thursday. And who did you see the let's see what? Yeah, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. You know, that was a good game till like the late game. You know, it was tied at halftime, and then Iowa kind of blew the doors off of them. So good for them. Um, had some hits and misses personally on some action that I didn't release. Um, Trying to think, there was nothing really significant that really stung out about it, But sports action, Bryce Harper, he looks like he's back. 3 home runs the other night. Uh, Big boy Aaron Judge looks like he's back. Home run and a double yesterday. Obviously, we didn't publish, but I'm just saying, those are players that we often look for player props when we see that they're going to have a bad matchup. And did you see that line fight to start the hockey game? New Jersey and New York Rangers. And that's why I didn't. I was gonna go, myself take on that game, and I said, nah, it's New York, New Jersey. Both teams are decent. Some shit could happen, anything. I was like, I'm not bothering it. And what do you know? Starting line, they scrap. You know what I'm saying? They get it in. But I digress. Let's get into today's sports investing action. Okay, we're going back to calling it sports investing because that's what we do. We're invested in these teams and players, and we're gonna make a profit off of them. All right. I got 3 for you today: 2 baseball, 1 hockey. Okay. Let's go in the order that we start, that the games start. Okay, the baseball games start first, and it's 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all times Eastern, on the Betting Public Sports Show. We've got Cleveland at Minnesota. Okay, Tanner Beebe of the Guardians, starting pitcher. He does not have a decision in 1 start this year. 6.75 ERA, 2.75 WHIP. He got lit up that first start. Okay, and I mean he's got a decent lineup behind him. We love Jose Ramirez. Okay, and he's going against Pablo Lopez of the Minnesota Twins. 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA, 0.57 WHIP. He got busy in his first start. Okay, so yeah, there's really nothing really. I'm going. There's really nothing that surprises me about this game. That AL Central. Like I told you, Cleveland. Like I said, Cleveland, Minnesota. Looks like Kansas City want to ball this year, and Detroit want to try to ball. But they're all going to be around 500, or the winner will, at least. Okay. We're going to surprise you today. I'm taking Cleveland on the money line. I don't believe in Minnesota. I know they got Correa back, Carlos Correa. Byron Buxton, he should be one of the top outfielders in the game, but somebody he can't get it together with injuries and whatnot. We're gonna take Cleveland on the money line, plus 130. All right, that's right. I want to say that Tyler Bibby's First start was a aberration. Okay, I don't think Lopez's was, but I think Cleveland can beat him. All right, so we're gonna take Cleveland on the money line plus 130. Then we'll go a little west. Okay, to Kansas City. Shout out my daughter out there in the Kansas City area. This game starts at 7:40 p.m. Eastern. We've got the White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Michael Soraka of the White Sox, big burly, well, big right-hander, 6'5", like 220. He doesn't have a decision in one start. 7.2 ERA, two even whip. That walks, hits over innings pitched. Got lit up that first start. Okay, because the White Sox, I mean, they wasn't hitting, they wasn't doing jack. All right, and he's going to get Seth Lugo. 0-0. Didn't get a decision in his first start. Doesn't have an ERA and .5 whip. All right, that's why I said the White Sox or the Royals might be serious this year. They got some decent pitching. Michael Soroka, I don't think that was an aberration. That's kind of who he is. Obviously, that'll more likely come down a little bit. He'll finish in the high fours probably, but I don't think that was an aberration in his first start. Okay, he gets lit up, and so we're gonna take the Royals on the money line minus 170. I'm sorry, Royals on the money line minus 167. Okay, and then the last game, NHL action, got the Minnesota Wild at the Colorado Avalanche. Puck drops at 8 p.m. Eastern. Minnesota's one of those twins. One of those twins. They're one of those teams. They're gonna always be solid. A tough out for most teams. Pardon me. They're gonna always be a tough out for most teams. But I just don't ever see them winning. But I'll never forget that time in the Winter Classic. They pulled up with in beach clothing, like -1 degrees outside or minus however many degrees outside. They pull up in draws. Nothing but they draws. So shout out to them for that. But they're going against Colorado. They got one of the best players in the game, as you know, Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Cole McCarr. They just got heat over there. Colorado's going to finish deep in the playoffs if they don't go to the Stanley Cup Finals. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and take Colorado -1, okay, for -105. That knocks off that hook on the -1.5, even though they'll probably get that. But as long as they win the game, we won't lose. Okay? So we're going to take Colorado -1 at -105 odds, all right? And so let's recap, all right? Baseball, 4:10 p.m. Eastern. Cleveland at Minnesota. Tyler Bibby against Pablo Lopez. We're going to take Cleveland on the money line, plus 130. Okay? 7:40 p.m. Eastern. White Sox at the Kansas City Royals. More baseball action. Michael Soraka against Seth Lugo. We're going to take the Kansas City Royals on the money line, -167. Okay, and lastly, NHL action, 8 p.m. puck drop. Okay, we've got Minnesota at Colorado. We're going to take Colorado -1. All right, so there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And the show's motto up there. There's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow. More action, more baseball. Thursday's a travel day for most of baseball. So we'll have more action for you on Thursday or tomorrow. All right, but in the meantime, let's hook up on social media. My ex, formerly Twitter, is at Biggie Rothstein, BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. All right. Like I said, Threads and Instagram, I don't really use them that much as I used to anymore. But more info on that later. But yeah, let's go get our action in. Okay, let's be safe, let's be courteous, and we'll be back tomorrow. More action for you, all right? But until then, everybody, be well. Peace.